After completing this lesson, you'll be able to set up, specify tools, specify parameters, and simulate multiple CNC turning operations, including groove cutting and parting off the material. Finally, you'll post-process and create a setup sheet. So if I click on turning, and I want to turn a groove, so I select turn in groove. Now I need to select a tool to do this. So select the tool. There's only a few tools that it will give me the option for, and I'm going to go for the 0.8 groove square tool. Click OK. Now I want to confine the geometry, so I want to make sure that it only cuts the groove from this edge to this edge. Again, I want to make sure it's just roughing passes and it leaves a bit of stock. So click OK. And I want to add another turning process here, so click turning, profile turning, then I'll select profile turning tool, select this 0.2, click OK, and I want to confine the turning between these two edges, so select those two edges, and I want this to be a finishing cut, so I don't want any roughing passes. Turn that off. I'm not going to leave any material, so I click OK. And our very last machining process is to part off the material. So if we go to click turning and then turning part, it already has the tool that it needs, and the blue line here represents that it knows where it needs to cut. So we just click OK, and that's complete. Now if we right click on setup and then simulate, we can play the whole process through. So that's the facing off, then the roughing for the profile. If I just turn it around here, you can see that a bit clearer. Change of tool, final cut for the profile, and then change of tool again, and now it's cutting the thread, and there's 3 passes, so that's the second pass. There's the third pass. Now it's cutting out this groove here. Then the finish cut for the groove, and then finally part off the material. And that's our CAM machine operations complete. So close down the simulation dialog window. And the last thing I want to do is look at post-processing this. So go to Actions, click Post-Process, and make sure that we've got a configuration for turning, and then click Post. Save that file, and it's generated all the code that we need for the machining. So we can either save that file and take it along to the machine that we're going to use, or we can copy and paste that code directly into the machine's software. And in Fusion, we can also create a setup sheet. If we go to Actions and click Setup Sheet, select a folder to put it in, we can create a job sheet which we can take along to our machine, in this case our lathe, and create this part according to the machining processes that we've just set up.